Well, the point is nice, but that's a game I think they should have won, right?
I had a feeling it was going to be 3-2 Ducks.
Oh yeah, you did say that. You had it nailed. Terry, a overtime penalty shot goal. I can't remember the last time I've seen that.
Yeah, I can't
Right?
either.
You
But
know,
as soon as he was awarded it, I was like, "Yep, I called it."
yeah, yeah. That was yeah. I kind of had a feeling. Terry, the way he's tearing up the league, he was going to do it, and I knew it. I actually got the alert before I saw it. But overall,
Come
you
on,
take the
Ellie.
point. I see you, girl.
She was
Right? You
trying to show
take you
off her
take
blue
the
shirt.
point. You know,
Hmm.
you got a 4-game homestand, and you got 7 out of 8 points.
Not
Right?
bad. Not
No,
bad.
not bad. You I didn't. I kind of missed the whole thing that happened with the first goal that Terry got, the one that tied it up. I need to go back and look at it
Hold
again.
on.
But overall, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Right, you give him some credit there. Um,
I am
yeah,
missing
no.
Bunting because he would have stopped it.
Why did he not let just Terry shot? Because either way, Terry on a breakaway or Terry on a penalty shot, one of the two. I think he's going to get it.
No, I
He's
didn't
going to get
jinx
it.
it, Martin. I totally just saw what was going to happen.
Yeah, no,
I was
she
being
didn't jinx it.
realistic.
But you still took 7 of 8 points. Now
Hmm.
the only negative is today, four of the Central teams were playing. The Predators ended up beating the Predators beat the Rangers 1-0, so they got 2 points. The Avalanche and Panthers and that's the game of the day, really, are tied at nothing. The Golden Knights are beating the Wild 1-0 with 6:17 in the first. So right now you're hoping that the Panthers can beat the Avalanche because that'll keep you in second place. Um, the Wild, whatever, if the Wild lose, they lose. If they win, they win. It really doesn't affect the Blues per se. I mean, a loss means that we're a point closer to them.
Hmm.
But all in all, it is what it is. This was a tough game to swallow. Now the Stars, who we're getting ready to see, just lost yesterday to the Sharks 2-1. But they have 3 days off. They don't play again. They don't play till Tuesday. So they have
Hmm.
2 days off. We have a day off, right? And now Shin is hurt. So that's gonna take something away. Uh, I don't know what else to say. It is what it is. Um, right? The team played well. I mean, we came in here and we said at the pregame that these were two evenly matched teams,
Hmm.
right? And I absolutely feel that they are two evenly matched teams, and it feels that way. Hey, Golf King, how you doing? Yep, Shin is out. We saw that. But we could have Bozak back. That's true. Gillis played good enough, but you can't put him in that situation. I agree. He's more likely he's going to get scored on. I feel like we would have lost it if we'd ended up in a shootout. We had to win that one in OT. And Justin, that's dead on, right? Dead on. I think that's the comment of the night. Um, that's the JP Fields comment of the night. JP Fields Restaurant, Bar and Restaurant in Clayton. Your place to get some good food. You Cabo in you come into OT thinking, oh good, at least we get a point. Also, you came happy with Ty as a player or coach. We don't play to Ty. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Lance Bud. And if you want a link, let me know and I'll send it to you. When does Full and Bennington get back? I'm guessing he's asking Huso. I don't
No,
know
he
on
said
Huso.
Falk.
Falk and Bennington, I think we could both see back very soon. Very, very soon. By Saturday, when do we play Dallas again? Thursday, I think it is.
Tuesday,
Right?
Thursday.
Tuesday, Thursday. Let me double check here real quick. Let me go to my thing here. So we play the Stars and Friday.
Oh, is it
So
Friday?
Friday. So we have a couple days off between the games. We have them coming in by Friday. I could see that Friday. I could definitely see Friday for both of them. With the
Yes,
extra,
Lance, I agree that they should have won, but it just felt like a game that we weren't going to win for me all day. I actually nailed this one right in the head when I said 3-2
yeah,
Ducks.
you did. You got it dead on. I thought if they got up, they were going to stay up, and then I didn't see what happened on that second goal. I agree, it's a game they should have won. Once they got up 2-1.
Scandella really didn't play his man properly. He let there be a crowd in front of Gillies, and they got a rebound and put it home.
Right. The point is huge with the other games going on, and that's what's important, right? We could, because losing in regulation means you could lose 2 points tonight instead of just one. I bet Berube and the team aren't happy. Oh, I'd agree with that, Lance. I'd absolutely agree with that. Jose, can you see every point counts? So an OT loss is better than a loss in regulation. I thought we played well tonight. Todd is super strong on his skates and shields the puck with his body so good. And so does Tarasenko. He does a great job. My singing ain't that bad.
It's pretty bad.
No, it's not.
It's pretty bad.
People tune in just for my singing.
You keep telling yourself that, friend.
People tune in for my singing. No, I'd agree with you, Lance, that both Berube and the team are not happy. I'm waiting for the press conferences. I've got it on here. Hopefully they'll come up and we'll get something here.
And hopefully it means 5 minutes of no singing from Guy.
Be quiet over there, woman. Wow. Again, suck in OT. F that. Shame. They blown at 3-3. Blown lead again. Lovely. That's from the Dante's Inferno. That's what he's burning up my
Messenger with.
messenger with. Yeah. Right. Let's see. Copy to Clackboard. And let's see if I can find him. I'm listening to Bernie right now, and the new girl. I can't remember her name. Alexa Dot. That's the one that we got from the MLB Network and NHL Network.
Her name is Alexa Dot.
Alexa Dot. DATT.
Okay. Because you said Alexa Dot, and I'm like
Yeah.
you're...
Well, yeah, I just kind of glanced at it really quick.
A lot of guys out of the line. We're still missing so many people. You look at the Blues roster, they do not have Bennington. They do not have David Perron. They don't have Justin Falk. I mean, I can go on, Robert Thomas. They can go on and on. They lose for Jordan Kyrou for tonight. So this is tough right now, but they find a way to win and get points each and every night. Maybe they didn't get a win tonight, but when you think that they used the fifth goalie that they have tonight in John Gillies, and he was absolutely outstanding. But they got points, and they keep climbing in the standings, and I don't think anybody would expect it. They played shorthanded without only 9 or 11 forwards tonight, and then they lost.
Shin got hit and was crumbling around. He went out, he came back, he went out, he came back, and then finally he went out. So I think it was an upper body is what I heard.
Yeah.
Wow, no singing. Jose. Oh my goodness, what we get. Secure the lead and they suck in overtime. Yeah, well, I mean, there's just one thing. You don't play that same overtime in the playoffs. It's 5 and 5 in the playoffs. So, you get your points. So you get your points where you can, because that's what you need now. You need points. You don't need wins. You need points. And we're in a very, very tight division. So the points are that important. Right. And where we are, I'm still kind of keeping an eye on those other 3 games. Wild tied it up. So it's 1-1 with 3:26 to go in the first. Panthers and Avalanche are still nothing. And they've got Landeskog out. Here we go. I can't figure. I'm not sure who this is, but.
Well, I mean, yeah, a whirlwind's the best way to describe it. I mean, obviously, this place is awesome. I mean, last year, I think because of COVID, we spent more time together as a group than usual. And so formed a lot of close relationships and stuff like that. So it was fantastic to be back. And then Charlie played great Wednesday and Friday, and we got a point. Wish we could have 2, but that's the way it goes.
How much did that help you settle in, having been here last year, being around the guys in the organization?
Oh, it makes all the difference. I mean, it's not a tough. I'd say it's a unique situation, not a tough one. But I think the familiarity factor really, really helps, and really, really helped. So I was happy that it was here. You hadn't played a game in the NHL since 2018. What was this afternoon like? Were you able to stick to your normal routine? Yeah, I mean, I don't stray too much, thankfully. I mean, it's kind of all it's chances and breaks, right? I mean, guys get them at different times, and I had. Like you said, 2018 was the last one, and then you don't think it's going to be that long, but I mean, it's looking back, it looks a lot shorter than it was waiting for it to come. So I was happy to get the chance, and like I said, happy to get a point and move on. It's been a whirlwind of a year for you too, right? You spent some time in the East Coast League. You've been with 2 different American Hockey League teams. Did you ever think that this opportunity would be there for you again? Yeah, because I think that was the whole point of, I mean, starting off where I started off, they
finally fixed the graphic. They had it his first NHL win since April 7th, 2018, and he didn't win tonight, so it's his first start.
Another place that's very familiar to me. So
that's John Gillis. We'll take that down. Yeah, we were short a man tonight.
And then another one went down.
So, but then again, depending on what happens with Kyrou and with Shin, if you need to put somebody else on IR or get cap relief. I mean, I don't know who else.
I mean, we played short, so they probably would allow us to bring someone up for Dallas if we needed to. But I think Bozak and Perron are really, really close.
Yeah, but who do you bring up? I mean, Sam Ennis, but he's a defenseman.
Well, then you'd play 7D and 11 forwards again. Bortuzzo did pretty good on that 4th line when he had to.
Yeah, he did. This is one of those games where you look at it and you go, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Maybe Joshua should have gotten in that fight before Anaheim tied it. Possible. Oh, Sam Ennis is hurt, so there you go. So Ennis doesn't come up. So I don't know who to bring up, to be honest with you. Mike, you're a little more connected to the Thunder or the Thunderbirds. Who would you bring up? I mean, who could you bring up? They got destroyed tonight. I mean, I don't even know what they have in goalies anymore. Oh no, they have Ellis and Hoffer as their goalies right now. Mm-hmm. So I just don't know what you do, right? Lindgren is going to have a tough game Tuesday.
Yes, he is.
They have 5 guys on PTOs right now, so they're going to have to sign a couple of them, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what it's going to come down to. They brought up 5 guys on a PTO. I saw that on Twitter today, and so they'll end up signing somebody. So that's the thing with them. They have a little more flexibility to bring guys up on PTOs and that. Shin just had a bad hit. I think it was just something, a nagging thing there. That was sick, man. He had no chance. And Terry made the first move and he still didn't have a chance. right?
Um,
I mean, that
we
was
could
just sick.
bring up Steven Santini. He did pretty well in the playoffs when he was called up for
Yeah,
Falk's injury.
yeah, Santini wouldn't be a bad call up. Um,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just looking up who they have right now.
yeah, and no name jumps out at you, right?
Rosen or Santini. Those are the only two
Yeah.
names that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean everybody else is probably young or old. You know, no one with NHL experience other than those two guys. I mean, there might be some
Well,
guys
I
in there
mean,
with
there's McEachern, but we can't bring him up unless we put someone on an LTIR because we don't have the space.
yeah. I mean, yeah, McEachern could come up.
I
They still have
also
several in
liked
COVID. Oh,
who?
I know who I'd bring up.
Who?
And no, Torpachenko. I would bring up Torpachenko.
He's
Right?
not on here right now.
I wonder if he's got no, because I saw him I saw him
Oh
today.
wait, yeah, he is.
Yeah, I saw him today
okay.
on one of the lines. So I would bring up. I think I would bring up Torpachenko. He had a pretty good. Rookie tournament. Prospects tournament, and he also. I saw some flashes of brilliance from him during the preseason. He's somebody that the Blues have touted. Alexandrov also is someone the Blues have touted. So they do have a couple of guys. They're both young guys, and they don't have, they have some KHL experience, I think. But and the KHL guys, either they can or they can't, right?
Yep.
And you find out really, really quick, right? I mean, you look at Yaskin, right? Yaskin doesn't cut it with the Blues. We cut him. He goes over to the KHL and is, the MVP, comes back here and, he's out. Or he didn't really do that well. I mean, he was a healthy scratch a couple of games, So, there's a few things with the KHL. Either they are or they aren't, You can't look at KHL performance. It has a litmus test of what NHL performance will be. All right, that is something that I think the KHL really needs to work on, and one of the reasons for that is the bigger ice. Right, the ice is bigger, and I think a lot of teams don't want to go for that because they're going to lose a couple of rows of really high dollar seats. Right, to go to that bigger ice, you're going to lose probably 2 rows. Yeah, Costin, same thing. Another KHL guy. He's played well over there. He's hurt right now. I don't think he's played that bad here.
No, he's actually been pretty good this season.
Right?
I really liked his ability to be
Tenacity.
strong on the puck, his tenacity. He's drawing penalties instead of taking them. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to whenever Costin can come back.
No, I'm with you there. I would like to see the Costins come back too. Costin come back and see what he can do too. Like I said, the one thing that I'm seeing now is that I'm not worried about guys coming back and fitting in with the fold, right? Because the cogs that have come in and come out and moved around and how they've done things and the fact that they have gotten simpler. And I'll tell you what, the Ducks were an even match tonight.
You can't get
Yeah,
Neighbors.
Neighbors is done.
He's in juniors.
Neighbors can't play anymore this season. He once he goes to his junior team, he can't come back. McGing is a maybe. Falk and Bennington are both sitting there. They should be clearing. Their 10 days should be up tomorrow, I think. Right, so it's just them getting back on the ice.
Their 10 days was ended today. Actually,
Yeah,
they could have skated today, but there was a game, so they obviously weren't going to.
No, AC Generator. No, he cannot. And I'm not trying to be an ass here. There is a rule with juniors. Once they go to their junior team, they cannot come back for the year, right? Because he can't even, when he's 20, he can't even leave that junior team and go to Springfield. He has to wait until his junior team season is done before he can move on. So I don't want that. I don't want you. I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm not trying to. But yeah, he cannot come back to the Blues. He cannot do anything until his junior season is done. And I'm 85% sure of that because I remember hearing something from Panger and Federico about that when he got sent down. Yeah, once the season is over. That's what I thought.
Yeah, once the season is over, he might, depending on how they do, be at the T-Birds in time for the playoffs, and then we could pull him up. But that's the soonest he'd be, is the playoffs.
So, well, I know AC. I know the 10-game rule, but but see, they can't even take him now from his team and put him on the and put him on his when he turns 20, they can't even put him on the other team, right? The Thunderbirds. Because he turns 20, I want to say in January or February.
I thought it was February or March.
Might be February. But hey, here's O'Reilly.
Having the lead late there and giving one up, and I'll take I'll take responsibility for that. I was I lost my guy, and it was stupid play by myself there, where you have to be more aware of the timing of the game and making the right play, because that game was there for the taking. And yeah, I feel bad for Gillies. He deserved that win, and it's he played great tonight.
Yeah, Ryan, I was going to say, boy, that would have been another great story for you guys, wouldn't it? I mean, this guy wasn't even on your team, 5 days ago, and here he is giving you a chance to get 2 points tonight.
Yeah, it's very impressive to be able to come in and do what he did tonight. Especially, they had some really, really good chances, and he made incredible saves. It's, he kept us in it the whole time, gave us a chance to win, and earned us a point tonight. It's very impressive. He deserves better. It's disappointing that way.
Ryan, though, as the season goes on, I mean, you're now down Kyrou. Shen leaves this game. Does it seem like you guys just aren't catching any breaks? Are you born under a bad star around you?
Yeah, it's crazy. It is what it is. It's it's like every time you turn around, there's another guy gone, and it's unfortunate. It is what it is, though. We got to keep punching forward. You guys have been called up. I thought have played outstanding for us. Have contributed so much for us getting points. It's very nice to see that. But if it's going to happen, it's better early than later. I think see a couple guys go down, but I think we have a few more guys coming back soon. So that's a positive. But I guess it's better now to get this out of the way, and hopefully we'll be healthier as we continue on here.
And just to elaborate on what you just said, I mean, how helpful have these guys been? You've gone 5-1-3 in your last 9 with a lot of help from the Walkers and the rest of them. How impactful have they been?
Oh, they've been super impactful. And it's not just getting the big goals too. It's just all the little details, the energy that they're providing, the physicality, coming up there and just paying attention to every detail. It's impressive to see, and it's been a huge reason why we've been able to squeak out points and win hockey games. So it's something that it's really good to see, and I'm sure they'll continue on going.
The captain's taking, I'll take responsibility. That is a captain.
By the way,
he always takes responsibility.
Yeah. Neighbors will be March 29th.
Yeah. Okay. So they wouldn't be able to do anything with him till then. So I knew it was sometime in there because we talked. I remember talking about this before, right? I remember going kind of in depth into that and the decision on Neighbors, and how they had made him a healthy scratch a couple of games, but I kind of knew that was coming. You want to stretch that out a little bit, especially because him going and playing in the juniors. I'm not sure what he's doing down there. I haven't gone and looked, but I'm guessing.
Oh, he's doing well.
Yeah. That's a men playing amongst boys. That's a man in boys in boys clothing, right? And he has the he has the tools to be an NHL player, right? He definitely has those tools, and he also has the work ethic,
Yes.
right? And that is something right now that I think is key for the Blues, right? I think one good thing that that's happened is Bennington being out, watching these goalies gunning for a spot. Maybe it will really help him focus when he gets back. That's a good point. That's a very, very good point. Right?
I wouldn't be sad if we, and I can't believe I'm saying it because I was so nervous about this game because Gillies and I didn't know much about him, but I would not be sad to see him play again.
No, he played well tonight. I mean, Terry is killing the league. Looked it up. Looks like the problem is he becomes a pro. He can't be in the juniors. Not old enough for the AHL, so they have to keep him. So they'd have to keep him up, or he's go nowhere to play. Okay, I see that now. I was under the assumption. Yeah, well, I mean, I get it now. Okay, so I see what they're saying. I was under the assumption that once they went to their junior team, they couldn't come back up. You know, and now I kind of understand why. If they brought him up, they'd have to keep him up, and that's not good for him, right? I think he still needs that experience. So, thank you, AC Generator. We appreciate that. You know, I really do appreciate you helping us out there and getting us that information. Very helpful. Tonight's game is just one of those games. You know, we're gonna have them, right? AHL is 20 plus. Yes, I knew that. That I knew, and he can't go to the AHL until March, late March. That is true. Once your junior season ends, you could go into the American League or the Calder Cup playoffs, as long as you're 20. Right. So I don't know when that season ends. I'm guessing it will end somewhere in the March time frame. Right.
March 29th.
Say again.
Yeah, he's 20 in March 29th.
Yeah, but I mean, when does the season end? When does that junior season end? So that's what I don't know. I don't know when the Oil King season is over. I really haven't paid that much attention to it, to be honest with you. But you know, you're gonna have games like this. You know, but you got to look for the silver lining amongst the cloud. Sundqvist getting off the snide. Walker really starting to play like an NHLer, not an AHLer, right? That extra
was a
time.
Gorgeous pass.
Yeah, that was.
And then his goal was gorgeous too.
Yeah, right. His goal coming right down Broadway and just firing it in there. You know, that's
AC, I see it as April 3rd.
April 3rd. So
he
what
said
I could see is
March
after
21st.
Yeah, so as soon as he turns 20, though, they're pulling him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they're pulling him. Oil Kings' last regular season is March 21st.
I've got Sunday, April 3rd.
Is that playoffs or is that regular season?
That's regular season.
Okay. So, you know, somewhere in there, once he turns 20, I see him pulling. Mm-hmm. Right? Oh, here's Berube.
But we hung in there and a little unfortunate giving up that second goal. But you know, they battled and Gillies battled and we got a point.
Craig, was there any kind of a breakdown there that you saw, or how did you see that second goal translate?
Yeah, we got to do a better job with our F1, but like their D jump by us, we got a little mixed up on a line change. You know, so like Shen came off early and O'Reilly went out for him. And Barbashev's line was up there. They're just a little bit slow there, but I don't think that they would have mattered that much by the time they got on the ice. The other guys just got to do a better job of recognizing what the situation was. We didn't do a good enough job letting our defenseman jump by everybody like he did. It was Fowler.
Craig, is Shen's injury today tied to the last injury, and what's the update?
It's not the same injury, and he'll be out of the lineup day-to-day right now.
Greg, on the Perunovich play in the overtime, is there a lesson to be learned there, or is it just one of those things?
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more cautious and understand the situation a little bit better. And he's young, he's learning, on the fly in the NHL, and sometimes there's going to be mistakes.
I don't think it was a mistake. I honestly don't.
Walker just keeps making his mark in these games.
Yeah, he works extremely hard, and
Work
he
ethic.
plays the same way every shift. You know what you're going to get out of him. He's a hard-working guy, competitive guy, and it's paying off right now for him.
Greg, you got like 10 guys out for various reasons. Is there a chance that any of those 10 will be back Tuesday?
I would say no.
Oh.
Jeez.
I'm not going to sit here and set that in stone. It's too early to tell right now.
You got Bozak ready to go.
With some of the saves that
Unless
Gillies
he
was
has
giving
lingering.
you guys tonight. I
Where's
mean,
the follow-up
was he
on
just-
that? Where's the
were they
follow-up?
Just key saves at key moments that gave you guys a chance to get 2 points here tonight.
Yeah, he made some real key saves. I thought throughout the game that again he gives you an opportunity to win a hockey game.
Where's the follow-up on that? I would have absolutely fired a follow-up.
Well, he kind of answered what the follow-up would be when he said it's too soon to tell. But he said no, real fast.
Real fast. Too fast, right?
Like, if there's, there isn't enough guys to pull up for us to play Tuesday. Like, we might be able to pull up one, but we'd
I
still
don't
be
know what
short.
we're going to do this. Bozak, basically, for me, right? For me, I would do this, right? I would see where Husso's at. If Husso's to the point where he could sit in the backup chair, right, and possibly come in if need be, I'd put him in. I'd put Bozak in no matter what. I understand that he's coming back from COVID and that, but you know what? Just you're not going to get 100% not skating, skating in practice. You need to get in game speed. Okay, so maybe he doesn't play. Maybe he plays 7-8 minutes, but that's another guy on the line that you can use. You can't keep playing short like this. It's going to start biting you in the ass.
Tonight kind of showed it.
Right? It's going to start biting you in the ass. And I'm sorry, I would have followed up with, well, hold on a second here. I mean, the reports earlier today were, unless, you know what, Marianne, that doesn't work anymore. I mean, because of the gambling that's in the league, coaches are not allowed to hide anything, right? They are not. Right. In fact, like if it's a game time decision on a goalie, they have to let the league know who their major plan is. Right. Because I'm telling you, that with all the gambling that's in this right now, and that's why the NFL has the injury report they have. Right. And that's why, Bill Belichick, the master screw you guy, he got fined because he didn't put somebody's injury he didn't put a Brady injury on a injury report. So then after the next time he goes and he listed a guy that had a chipped fingernail, right? Will play, will play, he listed everything. So that there's some of that has changed. Right now, I just see this is the crap from Berube that I don't like. Right? This is the stuff that makes me go, do you even know what the hell you're doing?
Well,
Right?
he probably
And I'm sorry,
doesn't. He's just coming off of a loss. He's getting fired questions, and he doesn't have the answer. Like, you have to have players evaluated. Like he said, Shen's day-to-day. Who knows? Because Shen probably hasn't been looked at. He hasn't had enough time. So you got to give Berube at least that much credit that he doesn't know. He doesn't know. So the easiest answer is no.
How quick did he fire that no off?
Because he's getting sick of being asked the same questions over and over again.
He fired
And
that
it should be common sense that he won't know right now. We won't know anything until tomorrow. But they still ask the same question when it's too soon to tell.
I don't know. I kind of, I don't know. I just feel like too many, like if it's a major injury where he's out, they'll say out, right? The
But
fact
when they're
that
day to day, he doesn't know.
day to day usually means it's something light, but he knows what the injury is because he said it's not related to the other one. It's a new injury.
Yeah, but sometimes, like let's say he broke his wrist last time. It could be the other injury, the other wrist, or it could be a shoulder, or it could be a rib, or any of that. So
last time was ribs.
Yeah.
The last time was ribs. So,
okay, so it could be a wrist. It could be just a strain. It could be, a lot of different things.
Yep. And sometimes that goes. Hits ended up being 15-16. Faceoffs. This is where Thomas has missed. 27-21 in favor of the Ducks. Attempts 57-39 in favor of the Ducks. Chances 16-13 in favor of the Ducks. Shots 30. Everything was in favor of the Ducks. But the game was very, very close. Right? The Blues should have won this one, but they didn't. You take your point and you go from there.
Agreed.
But here's the thing. He didn't mention Scandella as the person that messed up. He mentioned Barbashev's line. He mentioned O'Reilly. He mentioned Shen coming off, but he also said...
It was Scandella. When you watch it again, you'll see Scandella, number 6, not taking care of the man in the front of the net.
I will watch it again to make that sure. No, we don't have any word on Thomas. He is still listed as day-to-day. I don't think he's
no
week to
word
week.
on anybody until tomorrow, maybe, if they feel like giving it to us.
Yep. So, we only got 5 people watching, so we're going to go ahead and end this one early tonight. I was hoping for more. We had today was a slow day. Sunday, maybe more people at the game than around, or maybe maybe the early hour had something to do with it. I don't know. But, it is what it is, and you go with what you got. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m., we'll have some more information. We'll talk about what's going on in the league. Only one game tomorrow. And actually, it's an interesting game.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it is. And let me pull it up because I know I was very interested. The Calgary Flames at the Chicago Blackhawks. Right? I think this is going to be an interesting game. Right? I really do. And I can see Matt Tkachuk getting some fired up with Kane and Taves. So it's going to be a fun watch, but that's the only game out there. The Avalanche are up 1-0 on the Panthers. That's not developing well for us at the end of the second. And at the end of the first, the Wild and the Knights are tied at 2. So that 1 point is actually right now very, very huge. Right? Because you got the Panthers, Predators right behind us. They're 17-10-1, I think it is. Right? 17-10-1. Ducks, Blues are, so actually I think the Predators might be ahead of us now in the standings.
They might.
Right? Or tied with us. So right now, the Predators are ahead of us. They're tied with us, but they're up on regulation wins, 13-12. So if Colorado's got 32 points, so they wouldn't jump above the Blues in third, but their win percentage will, right? At 667, it's probably going to go up a little bit. And then you got the Jets right behind them at 31 points, 574. Then Vegas at 577, Dallas at 560. This division is tight. It's a really, really tight division. And you're looking at the top 5 teams all making the playoffs right now.
Yep.
Right? I mean, that being said, well, actually, yeah. Top, yep. Well, no. Yeah, because of, the top 5 teams making the playoffs right now. If Winnipeg loses the next one, the Sharks would leapfrog them because they would get them in points percentage.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what you got right now. You take what you got. Well, remember Golf King. Golf King. Until game 82, the only thing that matters is points percentage. So you got to remember that. So just because they're tied in the standings, you got to look at points percentage. And then you go down and look at, you go down to where the Avalanche are, and that pushes them up. And then the next win, the next tiebreaker would be regulation wins, which the Predators have above us. So there you go. That the regulation win would take us down. You just got to keep playing the game. You got to keep playing and winning, right? A tight division, and you got to do. Yeah. See, forgot that part. He's learning. Great to have you on, Golf King. Thank you so much for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. Are you ready for tomorrow night?
Yes, sir.
Have a good show tomorrow night. You guys all have a great Sunday. This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, for Ashley Slapshot Jones, saying aloha, mahalo. Let's go Blues. Can I get a let's go Blues?
Leah, let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
Yay, Leah!
That was Allie. Leah didn't say it.
No. Who was that?
That was
Ashley?
Allie.
Allie, okay. Dang it. I thought I can't see, because the screen cuts it. So I thought it was her.
No, it was Leah, or it was Allie, not Leah. But
Allie,
we'll get her again.
We'll get her again.
I'm just happy she's clothed tonight.
Oh my. Okay, this is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, for Ashley Slapshot Jones, saying you got to know that we're bleeding blue with you.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo. And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
The look on her face when she saw herself on the screen was priceless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like she couldn't believe it.
Mm-hmm. And then she said hi to the other little girl that followed.
No. I can't catch her name. I got to talk to Jose, figure out what his granddaughter's name is there. Okay,
Sure,
everybody,
cutie.
have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the same channel where you catch the Blue Note Fan Report. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We got you. We're bleeding blue with you. Aloha.